Very proud of our team, the way we competed in the game. I thought we responded very well. Knew that Pitt would come out very emotional. They have a good ball club. Paul's a heck of a football coach. They hit us right in the mouth right off the bat. Very proud of the way the guys responded back. Had a good drive on offense. We didn't score, but got the punt. And defense gets a turnover. We capitalized on offense. And I think we scored like 4 or 5 straight drives, like 3 touchdowns, but kept responding well. Defense finally got his feet on the ground. But, it's a first game. We've got a lot of things to improve on, a lot of things. Way too many penalties, but I'm proud of the defense. Got some nice turnovers, a couple of nice interceptions. Got some sacks, affected the quarterback, with a couple sacks. Big Joyner had a couple of blitzes. And we did some nice, and made some stands on defense at times when he had to. Gave up some third down stuff that we got to get cleaned up. Offensively, we converted pretty good on third down for the most part, most of the night. I guess we're 7 of 11, which is always important. The red zone, we're very happy with the red zone until the 2 drives, the kick field goals at the end, which we should have got those in. But Pitt is a good defense. They were the number 17 defense in the country last year. But we have a lot of work to do, guys. A lot of work, but we have a good football team. We got to stay healthy. We got to take care of our guys and keep playing them one at a time. We have a chance to have a good football team. Questions?
Jimbo, what happened on the 2 incompletions? No, I'm just kidding. Could you just talk about James?
I think one of them was pretty good to me.
Yeah.
The one Kenny had looked like a catch to me, but I couldn't see it. But
could you just talk about his performance?
I was very. It's one ball game, guys. He played one game. That's it. But he did a great job. And as long as he keeps the process in mind and keeps working with great habits, everything will be fine. And that's what he has to do. It's not about age. It's about habits. You have good work habits, you get good results. You got ability. And he does that. I was very pleased the way the poise he showed in the pocket. He got a lot of checks, got us in and out of a lot of plays at the line of scrimmage. Added a lot of plays with his legs. But I'm going to tell you this, guys around him made plays. Those receivers around him made plays. We ran the football, we blocked, picked up blitzes. The offensive line did a nice job. Nick O'Leary had a career game with 3 touchdowns. I thought the guys around him played very well, but he did a nice job of keeping himself composed and poised and competing in the ball game.
Jimbo was one game, but he had 5 touchdowns and only 2 incompletions. So how do you critique his performance?
He had a good game.
It is only one game, but you can't blame people for sitting out here and saying, wow, when they look at
No,
that.
and there's nothing wrong with that. He just has to remember it's one game and keep in perspective that he just keeps playing football and keep the great work habits. And the reasons he has success now is the same thing he needs to keep doing in practice, and he'll get good results.
Coach, will you try to kind of wean him away from the media?
I'm sorry?
Will you kind of try to wean him away from the media? Obviously, after tonight's game, it's...
No, we'll have his normal routine, but we're not going to change it. We're not going to move it up. We're not going to move it back. He'll handle his same routine like he always does, just like we will in practice. Practice won't change. His routine won't change. We'll keep him right on the course and keep him true to the process and create good habits.
Knowing him, Jimbo, I'm sure it won't be difficult to keep him in that one, talk about his personality that will allow him to not get over.
One of the things I love about him, he's very critical of himself. He's very tough on himself. When you get on him, he responds in a positive way, like I'm going to show you, and he keeps things in perspective. And I think that's why he has success tonight, because he comes to work every day. He has a bad day, we address it, he fixes it tomorrow. He does a great job of that. And I think that's what you have to do. You have to stay hungry. You got to stay hungry. Got to keep fighting for those crumbs, and just get a crumb. And that's what he did, and that's what I think he'll continue to do.
Jimmy, you didn't try to protect him on the first 2 plays. You called pass plays, ran him the next play, so you came in with a game plan. You were going to let him go.
I did, and 2 things I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to. You got there and say run it. Then his first pass is 3rd and 10. You put him behind the 8 ball. Let's throw it when the odds are on our side. Let's get him in the flow of the game. Let's get him in the groove. Things that we did well doing camp to get him in the flow of the game. And then as that grew, then it took off. And that's, everybody wants quarterbacks, you protect them. When you protect them so much, every time they throw, it's a bad situation. The best down to throw on is first down. And be aggressive with play action or high percentage quick pass or whatever it is. And that was our goal coming out. And I wanted to get him off fast so he could just get a comfort in the game. And I always liked it when I played. You get that first completion or 2, then you start to flow. And you get hit. I wanted to run him early. He hadn't been hit. I want to get him hit early. Now you're in a football game. Now you get to play. And I thought he handled it tremendously.
Does really their first drive when they had it going, were they doing anything you guys didn't expect?
Now, well, we had 2 great plays and then busted a 3rd down coverage. And they hit a big 3rd down and got a momentum. And we lost the edge 3 times tonight on speed plays. We got to get that fixed. We lost the containment. when you're in war and they surround you, they get outside you, now get outside your flanks, you're in trouble. We got to learn to contain. They did a couple outside plays, and again, they have a nice football team, and Paul does a great job.
At the time especially, seemed like Jalen's interception really kind of turned things around.
Yes, it did. It was huge, and then we were able to capitalize. And they come full out blitz on that one. He stood in the pocket and got the ball out to O'Leary, took a shot, and we got what we had to do. And that's what I liked about our team. We got hit in the mouth, come out, had a little series, and responded right back with a play, and then we finished, and we kept playing as a team. We just kept playing the next play. I love the way we competed in the game from that perspective.
Did you think you have a good matchup with O'Leary on those plays? Is that something you
Yeah, I
saw?
did. We liked that in some certain situations. We knew we could get Nick the ball, and when Nick gets one-on-one, he's tough to handle. A lot of people, I said this last year, we caught a lot of balls like that to him last year. All of a sudden, they double him and give us somebody else. So it just worked out tonight, and James made the right read and got the ball to the right people. And that's one of the things I liked about it. He distributed the ball equally across the board. Tight ends caught it, X's, Z's, slots, got the ball to the backs a couple times out there. We distributed the ball well now and knew he was making decisions and not predetermining his reads.
How about his blocking?
He got a lot of work to do.
Coach, I'm sorry if this has been asked already before, but did you expect him to come in here and go 25 to 27? in his first
Oh, you don't ever expect anybody to do that, but I thought he would play well. I expected him to play well because he practiced well. And I know with the game plan we had, the things we talked about, he felt very comfortable, and I knew we had a good football team around him. It was just a matter of him just settling down and making the throws. But you don't ever know till the lights come on. Guys, you don't ever know. You don't ever know. I thought, but I thought wrong a lot of times too. In the past, I was very proud of him. Again, like I say, it's one game. Got to stay hungry and stay true to the process and keep having good habits, and you'll get good results.
That defense we saw tonight, I mean, you guys really got after the quarterback.
Yeah, we did, and we liked it. We got to affect the quarterback and pressure him. Early when we didn't, boy, they made some throws. He can throw the football. I liked him out of high school. He was a good player out of high school. We recruited him out of Philadelphia. And I can't remember which school, but I remember we liked him. And when he had time to set his feet, he got the ball down there and streaked. He's a good player, that receiver. Oh, was he all right? Did he get cramps or what had happened to him? He's a very good player. They got a nice team, and from that standpoint.
Is there any update on Trey Jackson, Coach?
It's like I won't wait and see it look like an ankle. I've been very proud. Hey, talk about Reuben Carter. Stepping in and playing 3 quarters, never know when your number's being called, jumping right in the first full time he's playing. We said Reuben had a good camp. He went in and did a nice job in the game. I probably could have helped him a little more in games, some K passes, let him cut a little bit. I put him on an island on some pass pro, and they got a hold or so, but he did a real nice job, and very proud of him coming in. And we didn't miss a beat and kept it on play.
And through 3 quarters, your starting trio of wide receivers played a lot and played well. I guess just, again, talk about how well they played.
I think that when you're a quarterback, I've said this before, you got good linemen around, you got good backs, you got receivers. And when you're a young guy, and guys are where they're supposed to be, and getting open, and you can worry about yourself. Because I always say this, where young quarterbacks get in trouble, is when, all right, they do what they're supposed to do. All right, the guy around him, somebody runs the wrong route, falls down, something bad happens, and then he's got to create something from a bad play. That's where young guys sometimes try to do too much, and from that standpoint, 2 things he did tonight too. When that happened, he kept his poise, kept his eyes up, and I'm gonna tell you what else he did. When he was under duress, did a tremendous job of keeping 2 hands on the football in the pocket and protecting the football. And long guys, when I mean long guys in the pocket, have a tendency to have their hands go out, and we worked extremely hard on that. And he protected the football. And well, we didn't have a turnover, am I right? And I mean, that's as impressive as to me as the other touchdowns we scored.
One last question, Coach, on the radio. All right.